The NCADA Award for Excellence in Trial Advocacy is established to recognize members who have demonstrated over their career sustained excellence advocating for their clients and in legal proceedings while maintaining the highest degree of professionalism. This award recognizes members who are eminently qualified to advocate for clients in both state and federal courtrooms. They are considered by the NCADA as among the finest trial lawyers in the state. Not only have they consistently obtained favorable results for their clients, they have done this while exhibiting a command of the skills necessary to obtain such results. But importantly, their accomplishments were brought about without sacrificing any of the high ethical and moral standards espoused by the NCADA. I call on Gary Parsons to recognize the first award recipient.
Thanks, Ken. Okay, I'm not going to bury the lead. This year's winner is Dan McLamb. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Dan. Dan, where are you? All right, come on up. All right, we're going to do a little. All right, we're going to do this a little different. I'm going to ask him to stay here with me rather than getting to run away. That way, if he doesn't like something, I'm within an arm's reach. All right, you are looking at one of the finest courtroom lawyers of our generation. He graduated with from UNC Law School in 1974 with honors, and that was only the beginning of the honors he would receive. A big part of what I want to talk to you about is this has got to be the most decorated battlefield veteran we could ever give this award to. He's a founding partner of Yates, McLamb, and Wire. This is the latest in a long list of accolades, and I'm just going to go through them because I don't know any better way to summarize Dan's career for you. He's been in Best Lawyers in America for 18 years. For 4 of those years, he was voted the Lawyer of the Year in professional malpractice litigation in Raleigh. He was honored as the highest vote getter in litigation in Business North Carolina, Business North Carolina's legal elite in 2007, which puts him into the Hall of Fame because if they didn't have the Hall of Fame, Dan would win it every year. He is a perpetual honoree in the top 10 of all North Carolina super lawyers. For 4 times, Dan was the top vote getter in North Carolina super lawyers in all disciplines in North Carolina. I don't know anybody that matches that. He is a Band 1 healthcare and medical malpractice honoree in Chambers. He is a fellow of the American College of Trial Lawyers. He is a past president of the Eastern North Carolina chapter of the American Board of Trial Advocates. He's tried over 100 cases, and any of you who have ever worked with Dan knows that those 100 are like anybody else's 400. They're all long cases, complex, multi-week. Now let's talk about kind of a few adjectives, and ain't much more. Dan is respected, but I can tell you from having been with him and against him, he is also respectful. As I heard Pew Bailey say about a colleague one time, the judges are always glad to see Dan coming because he is always prepared. I have watched him in court, and I can tell you it is a pleasure. Dan, I heard one of my partners use this description one time, is the original reasonable man when he is on his feet. He is calm, he is confident, but he is humble. Yes, a courtroom lawyer who is humble. Finally, if Dan has any flaw, it is that he is so smooth, he makes it look easy. Folks, He's got a long list of accolades. It's only proper that we give him ours to add to the mantle. Dan McLamb.
I feel a little bit like I do just before every closing argument I've ever given. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I just hope it's coherent. I'm deeply touched by this. I'm not silly enough to think that there aren't a room full of people here who are equally or more deserving than I am. But when I heard about this, I was as moved as I have been because there's no better group of trial lawyers in this state. We know that. And to be recognized by this group at this time is really an indescribable feeling for me. To be able to get this award the year after Sammy Thompson got it, with whom I've spent years handling cases, is also a real treat. Sort of the only question I had about that is, Sammy got this thing last year, and 3 months after that, he had retired. So I thought, well, are they trying to tell me maybe it's time for me to head on to pastor? But then I realized I got a bunch of cases to try the next 2 years, and I'm not ready to go yet. The other thing that's important, and then I will be done, is that when I honestly read the description of the award and read the portion about professionalism, those of you who know me know that it has been my polar star. I have strong belief in how we should practice law, how we should treat our co-counsel and opposing counsel. I always remember, and have said it before, my mother's instruction when I was in grade school, and that is that I might not be the smartest guy in the class, but I was smart enough to know how to treat people. And if I have a message that I would like to pass along, I think it makes us all better lawyers, and we better serve our clients when we do this job with as much professionalism as possible. So I'm deeply gratified, I'm thankful, and thank you all. Thank you.